Well, hey, babe. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, honey. We got a few shows that we are about to chit chat about real quick. I hope that you guys can hear me very clearly. Please let me know if you cannot hear me. Please let me know down in the chat. But I have been asked quite a few times to review a Love During Lockup. So we are going to be talking about that as well as Jocelyn's Cabaret and Love and Hip Hop family reunion. So let us go ahead and get right on into it. Okay, so let's start off with Love During Lockup. Okay, I have the couples listed here. What's up, Kimberly? What's up, Tom with B Shalom? What's going on, honey? I have the images listed here of the people that are on the show. I do not have the people that they date and try, so y'all gonna have to watch the show to get all of that. Okay, but let's go ahead and start off with Haley and Dalton. Okay, and that's the young lady with the Cruella de Vil style. Okay, now she goes over to meet his dad, right, for the first time. Okay, his dad tells her about him and how he was brought up well. So her dad tells her, his dad tells her about how Dalton was brought up well. So it sounds like Dalton could have been like a troubled child at some point in his life, but because the dad sounds like, or at least he feels like, they have done a lot right by this little boy. All right. But for some reason, he just didn't want to listen, which is why he ends up in the situations that he's in, which is locked the hell up. Okay. What's going on, Yolanda? What's up? That's what's up, oh 07. What's up, Sharice? What's going on? So yeah, and then Dale, which is the dad, goes on to talk about Dalton and the family and how they're rock solid. And I was a little confused because I'm like, you ain't even been down there to see him. So is that punishment? Did you tell him the next time you get locked up or whatever, we not coming to see you? Like, what was that? Okay. So Haley tells his dad that Dalton wants to move in with her and her son. Daddy not featuring it. And I'm with Daddy. Okay. His dad doesn't think he really wants to do that. Okay. He doesn't think that he wants to come straight out of prison or wherever he's locked up at and just walk straight into a family that's not necessarily his. Yeah, no, I don't think Dalton wants to do that. But okay. So Haley thinks that that Dale, the daddy, is full of SHI. And I'm like, girl, and he thinks the same thing about you. Okay, so Dale says that they will cocoon him like a butterfly, and I don't really know what that means. I mean, I guess look after him, but I'm kind of like, are you gonna be able to really look after him like that when you already said that y'all tried to do everything that y'all can for him in his past, yet he still find himself going down this same road? So how exactly is it y'all are going to be able to cocoon him like a butterfly? Like maybe I misheard that wrong, girl. Yeah, so basically what it gives me from this conversation, what's up, Sabrina? What it gives me from this conversation, is that Dalton is a bit unpredictable. Did anybody else get that from Dalton? I feel like Dalton is unpredictable. Okay, he may act like this one way and then he just switches and just goes crazy. So I don't really know what to say about Dalton. I do think that Haley needs to take a little bit more time. Haley done got this settlement money from whoever she done got the money from, and she over here running up a muck, paying, giving this boy money for commissary, paying down on what, his attorney or something like that, trying to get him out, like just paying all this money that's supposed to be for her and her child, out here making stupid choices. And let's be honest, it ain't like Haley got like millions of dollars. I can't remember how much she got, but I'm just like, girl, by the time you look up, you ain't gonna have nothing because you just spit it out on this bimbo and you ain't even giving him a chance to show you anything. And I'm with the boy's dad. Like, you don't even know this man like that, and you about to have him around my child. I'm not gonna be here for nobody that's gonna be around my child long term, and I don't even know how long he gonna be in your life, let alone in my child life. You ain't gonna bring this dysfunction around my child. So I'm with the daddy. Okay, if he's a bit apprehensive and stuff, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Shatisha, honey? So yeah, those are my thoughts about Miss Haley. I want Haley to get her life. I feel like Haley finna go down through there for sure, for sure, for sure. Dalton makes me think about because I just don't know what is the dude's. I cannot think of his name from last season. He was super tall. He had the son, and he was really disrespectful. And the girlfriend was hella short. I keep thinking his name was Sean, but it ain't Sean. But anywho, that's what's coming to my mind when I think of Dalton. So yes, okay. Priorities just all out of order. Do you hear me? And it's like she's yearning for a love, right? I kind of feel bad for her because I do think he gonna take her down through there. And I feel like everything that she's doing is trying to prove to him. She's trying to prove something to him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, all of that's not gonna matter in a minute. Give me 1 second, y'all. All of that's not gonna matter in a minute, not to him. So let's go ahead and move on to Miss Indy. Indy and is it Harry? Indy and Harry. So let's talk about Indy and Harry. So Nicole, now Indy is the girl in the blue over here doing this. Okay, that's Indy. So Indy is talking to. I mean, you know, when I saw him with the little plaits and stuff in his head or whatever, like this little Mexican boy or whatever he is, I said, oh, he's kind of cute, girl. And then I looked at him again. I said, he's giving Tekashi 6ix9ine. No, ma'am. He ain't that cute no more. All right. I'm hoping somebody out of the bunch is actually going to end up being a good person for somebody in this role. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be Harry, guys. All right. So we see her beautiful little girl named Nicola, which is such a cute name because I've never heard it before. Nicola. She's calling Harry daddy. And I don't know. I feel like Daddy Harry is going to let her down at some point. But I don't know. Maybe he really does care about her. I don't know. I think last week, the family was asking questions and stuff about Harry, and you know, Miss Indy felt the way, and she went to the back room crying and stuff, and said, "Don't let me down, don't let me down." And I'm like, girl, don't let yourself down while you trying to go over there and sit down in front of the tarot lady and let the tarot lady tell you some changes and stuff is coming your way, and you feel as though changes mean that you need to relocate and move up there to Ohio. Now, girl, no ma'am. Okay, you know that boy don't want you up there in Ohio. She gonna ask him, what should she do? Should she go to Ohio? That boy said, I think you should do whatever you think is best for you. I said, okay, if that's not enough of a sign for you to know, don't come up here. Don't bring that stuff up here. And I just wouldn't do it either. She got this fairy tale in her head, and it's not gonna work out that way. But okay. What else? So after getting to know him, she says her daughter started out calling him Harry or something like that. And then once she got a bit more familiar with him, she decided to call him Daddy. I don't think that's fair. I understand that her dad is like he's like one of those open and shit little doors. Them little doors that flap open. I understand that that's how her daddy is, but at the same time, I just feel like this little girl would not have had the opportunity to call someone dad had you not put her in a position to see this man often, right? And the little girl is calling this man exactly what it is that you want her to call him, because that's the desire of your heart, which is to have a family with this man that's locked up. Okay, that's what you want. You want this picture perfect family with a man that's locked up. Girl, it's not picture perfect while he in there, and it's not going to be picture perfect when he get out. Not no immediately. Okay, you don't know if this man like a restitution or what's going on. You don't know what kind of probation he gonna be. Like you just don't. It's a lot of things that you just don't know. And I feel like she put that little girl in a position to call this man daddy. And I feel like somebody had to bring it up to her for her to say it. But those are my thoughts about it because it's not adding up for me. Okay, so Indy talking about she getting ready to relocate y'all to Ohio. She over here packing up her stuff. She's getting her life together because by any means necessary, she's going to Ohio. Girl. So she's talking about actually coming up there to see him first. So she wants to go up there to pay him a visit and stuff like that. And then she says, I think you need to call your mom because, I need to meet your mom and your sisters. So like, have you talked to them? Like, I want to talk to them. So how is that going to work? And he like, girl, stop. Wait a minute. Because the way you over there moving, girl, you moving a little too fast. All right. My family ain't like everybody else's family. Okay. So when he said that about his family, he says he doesn't think it's a good idea because his family aren't the type of people that he could just talk to. I'm like, are your family members in gangs or something? Like, are they a part of gangs and that's why you just can't go? Like, was your mom a part of a gang and your sister's like? Or are you just lying and you probably really came from a good household? All right, you just out here playing. Which one is it? But I ain't so sure, girl. What is that about? Okay. But Miss Indy kind of got nervous when she heard that. She got nervous about, reaching out and talking to his family and stuff. But I feel like Indy gonna do it anyway because it's just how she is, honey. All right. And she's gonna try and insert herself and fit herself into the equation by any means. So we'll see how that's gonna work out for them. Okay. What you said, Kimberly, right. That's not how any of this works. Right. Is your mama in a gang? That's my question. The way he said, like, my family not the type of family that you just talk to. And I'm like, okay, but then what kind of family is that? If I just can't go up there and talk to them, like, they must be killers. Like, what's going on here? Or is they locked up too with you? Like, what's happening? I need to know. So let's talk about Tay and Hottie, okay? Girl, let me tell y'all, I don't want to see her in her funeral service no more. I don't want to see Tay nowhere near the mortuary funeral home thing, girl. All right, I don't even want to see. I know y'all be blurring it all out, girl, but I don't be feeling like seeing that. Listen, and I feel like they're gonna show it a little bit more. Girl, I'm not. I don't feel like seeing it, but I mean, I guess shout out to her. Congrats to her if she could stomach and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have the strength. I'm afraid. Okay, I'm very scared of stuff like that. Where I feel like at any moment they're gonna get up off the table and come walking. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just a me. You know, from when I was a child and stuff. So I'm a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? So okay then, girl. I don't want to see it no more. I was so happy when I saw the episode from this Friday and I ain't see her doing none of that. I said, well, thank God she had places where people alive at, you know, and I could appreciate that. But anyway, girl, so Tay keeps getting calls from one of Hottie's chicks, and she been getting calls. Now, let me tell y'all something about this Hottie side chick, whatever this is. It's giving staged. It's giving staged. It's giving acting, but we're not great actors. But should you really be when you're on reality TV, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's not giving authentic, but I guess this girl blowing her phone up. I said, baby, at what point was she getting blocked? At what point was she going to get blocked? At what point? Oh, you must got an Android, girl. Because let me tell you, iPhone will silence all unknown calls. All unknown calls will be silenced and sent to voicemail. Do you hear what I say, girl? So it ain't no way you finna get through to a ring. You going straight to the V-mail. So I guess. So anyway, the woman talking about she been with this man for 12 years. But I do wonder, like, girl, Tay, whatever, why is you not trying to have a conversation with a woman that says she's been with him for 12 years? I feel like you possibly could learn some things about him that you may not necessarily know. So it may not be a bad thing if you actually just talk to her. But ma'am, if he was your man, then he wasn't last night. He really wasn't nobody man last night because he was in jail. But listen, why you keep calling this lady phone to talk about a man that neither one of y'all can truly get to right now? Like, girl, I can't. Girl, it's one thing to fight over a man when he got his freedom, but now this one ain't got it at all. And y'all still arguing, girl, I guess. And anyway, so her friends tells her that she might need to listen to old girl instead of ignoring her calls because it could be something to it. True. All right, I agree with the friend. So her homegirl wants to hook her up with someone that's not in jail. But y'all know Tay, Ty, whatever. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's Tay or Ty. But Ty need a roughneck. Gotta get a roughneck. That's what she wants. Okay, she wants her a roughneck man. That did some time in jail, and I feel like she likes that type of energy because she knows exactly where they be at all times. So that's why she likes the man in jail. Girl, I can't. So one of her other homegirls decided to hook her up with a guy named Angel, at least hook her up for a date. So they ended up, going on a date at a little, at some point, right? But her homegirl also tells her, like, girl, life is too short pretty much to be sitting up here spending all your time with a man that's behind bars or whatever, right? So I'm like, she the one that worked at the funeral home. So if anybody know that life is short, it should be her. Okay? I can't. But anyway, girl, let me go ahead and get over here to Santiba. Because Santiba, Tallahassee ain't for you. Santiba, girl. Santiba. Girl, Santiba went over there to get ready to take these photos, honey. Santiba was going to take these sex photos for this man. She was trying. I kind of felt bad for Santiba a little bit. Because you could tell her confidence ain't all the way on a high. You know what I'm saying? She got a little bit of confidence, but it's not a whole lot. But anyway, so Santiba decides to take some pictures and she's going to give it to him. But then she started wondering whether or not he's sending the photos to everybody else in prison so he could buy some noodles. Girl, what? Girl, I'm like, you right. You probably right, girl. He might be doing that to get him some noodles, honey. But he got you. You ain't sending him a few dollars so he can get him some noodles. I guess. So she gets a call from him while she's doing this photo shoot, right? And she finds out that he's actually going to be released 3 to 4 weeks, okay, within 3 to 4 weeks, so about a month or so, right? And once he leaves there, he's going to the halfway house. Now, mind you, this is down there in Florida, whereas Santiba, I believe she lives in Georgia, right? But she's willing to drive all the way down into Florida to see him. But he's like, no, hold what you got. No. Hold what you got. Because if you just hold what you got, we could just wait and see what's going to happen, where I'm going to be at, what's going to be what. If she's not too happy about this, but I hate to say it, I kind of agree with Talisi. Like, wait a second. Don't waste all that time driving down here. I know you really want to see me as soon as I get out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's slick trying to save you a coin. But at the same time, when this man gets released, you don't know what's going to happen. He probably can't even leave the state. Like, you just don't know what's going to be what. Right. So I just felt like she did need to slow her roll. She wasn't happy about it. And she said she's still going to go down there anyway, because that's just how she is. She going to go down there and still see that man. And I said, you're going to go down there and you probably going to get your feelings hurt. So we'll see how that's going to play out. I understand if her mind is racing and she probably think he probably got somebody else coming up there. Like, is somebody else going to pick him up? Because it was made plans for me to pick him up. And I'm just like, girl, what you talking about, mate? Like, that's what was also confusing. Like, he could have somebody else pulling up. You know, he could have somebody else that he dealing with, or maybe not. But you're supposed to be picking him up, and he's telling you he's getting released in 3 to 4 weeks, but you over here taking pictures. And I'm just like, how soon? Like, is the pictures even going to get there in time? You might as well stay in them damn photos that's going to come through. Right? That's what ain't no point in sending them, because the way you talking, girl, it's probably gonna take a whole damn month for him to get the photos, because you gotta take the pictures, you gotta wait for the photographer to pull out all the photos, send them to you, see which ones you like, have him sit down and edit all the ones that you want to send over to this man. Then you gotta go and mail them over here to the prison or whatever. Then they gotta go through about 10, 11 people before they even get to him, girl. Bitch, he gonna be in the halfway house by that time. Ain't even no point in even sending no pictures, right? So you come out better just holding on to him. And I guess when you go down there, you could go ahead and give it to him in your hand. But I don't think he's going to be too happy about it. But I guess you could use the photos as a way to kind of like deter him from being upset. That's what I'm thinking. What y'all over here talking about? Because that's what I'm thinking, girl. Let me see if this mouse working today. There we go. Let's see. No Poppy Daddy. That hotel though, shaking my head, I would have to have slept in the truck. Man, the fact that Boston got Facebook passwords. And why does Tay care so much when she can just date the next guy on the list? That's what I'm saying. Like, don't you got another dude? See, she giving me control issues. Okay, she's giving me control issues. It's her name for me sounds like a supplement. So about Santiba, girl, child, I damn near threw my phone out the window at Miss Santiva. Now y'all gonna start calling me Lady Santiva. Girl, no ma'am. And these pics, no ma'am, Miss Mama's go away with this. LOL, for real, it gotta go through the process at the jailhouse. Like, yeah, she might as well, just hold on to those. Okay, what's going on, Bridget? Thanks for joining. And now 20 people seeing the photos while he at the halfway house. Girl, hear me out. I wouldn't be sending a damn thing. I'm sorry. Girl, everybody ain't finna be seeing me. No, ma'am. Girl, I guess that's the risk you take when you be up here dating folk behind bars. Okay. No, ma'am. No privacy. I can't. Good luck. What else we got over here? Gabby and Chris. Y'all, Gabby about the smartest one on the show. Gabby said, I ain't sending you no money, but you can send it to me. And I said over here like, Chris, what the hell do you really got going on? That you over here sending this girl all kind of money and she got this big old fat rock on her hand? Girl, so she calls his mom because she out with her homegirl or whatever. Because, one thing about Gabby gonna flex. If Gabby don't do nothing else, Gabby is going to flex, okay? She go hang out with the friend or whatever. She called her mama talking about she want a better relationship with his mom. And his mama ain't even feeling her like that. But that's what I'm saying. Acting, because the whole conversation that they had in the store was giving fake. It was giving y'all really do like each other for real. But it was giving y'all just doing the most for TV right now. Okay, but all right. So his mom lets her know that he'll be out within 3 weeks. And she was like, oh, really? He'll be out in 3 weeks? And the mom said, yeah, girl, you ain't know? She was like, no, I didn't know. She said, well, you the one that's all up in the groove. So, honey, you should know everything. She was like, well, I ain't know that or whatever. But listen, I want to be there when it goes down. And the mama was like, girl, I don't know if I really want you around because he coming back to this house. But Gabby's not trying to hear that. She said, oh, well, if he comes back to your house, he's going to be very upset with that. Okay. He's going to be very upset. He's not going to like want to live at your house without being with me. And I'm just like, are you sure, Gabby? I see Chris already being tugged and pulled. Because I understand where the mama is coming from, because that's his mama. She was there from the very beginning, from the moment he went in, and she's gonna be there from the moment that he comes out. I don't know a mama in this world, and there are some terrible moms, but I don't know too many mamas that's not gonna be there to pick their kid up from prison when they get out. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's a circumstance as to why they came. So it's like, who is she making me think of? I can't think of that girl from last season. What was the boyfriend name? Ray or something like that? And she wanted to be the first one to run up to him and hug on him and all that other stuff like that. And the grandma wasn't, she was in her on her ass. I can't think of the name, but that's what Gabby is giving. Okay. So there's that. What else? Oh yeah, Gabby brings up in the confessional how she don't know why the family don't like her. Maybe it's because he's giving her money and not giving them money, but it's none of their business. And I'm like, well, it is if he probably asking them for money to give to you. So where the money coming from? Okay, let me know. Let me know, y'all. Do y'all know where this money coming from, honey? Because let me know. Chris got money, girl. I'm trying to figure out where the money came from. Chris got a side piece, or do he got a main piece? And Miss Girl is the side. Oh, we hate to see it, honey. We do. We hate to see it. We do. But yeah, so that was pretty much that. The mama ended up hanging up in Gabby's face. And Gabby was like, can you believe this BIT or whatever? And then she tells her friend to get all the stuff she wants because they finna buy up the store or whatever. And I'm just like, okay then, Miss Gabby, girl. All right. So let's get to Max and Tara. Okay, so he has a roommate that he lives with and he sleeps in the same bed with, but he also has sex with as well. And her name is Alyssa. And Alyssa really likes him, but he is not feeling her because he's more so feeling Tara, the girl that's behind bars. All right, so he doesn't want to be with a woman that's already available to him. He wants to be with a woman that's not available to him. Child, make it make sense. I feel like it ain't too much different than the free folks out here in the world. Because whenever a girl want a man, he don't be pressed on her. He be focused on the girl that he can't necessarily get. So maybe that's the same thing. Maybe that's the same psychological thing going up in his head or something. All right. So Tara, come to find out, we learned that Tara is in jail for abusing drugs due to an accident. So she went to school somewhere in Georgia. I think she had like a scholarship. She ran track or something, but she got into a really bad accident where I think she shattered her ankle or shattered some bones in her body somewhere, right? So when she got on pain pills, she kind of got addicted to that stuff and she started to abuse that stuff. And then everything that she had on the up went down. Okay, so he says that he's been trying to reach out to her. He's been trying to talk to her and everything, but he hasn't been able to get in contact with her. So he was talking to like his best friend or somebody, and they were like, well, let's pull up this registry, this Georgia inmate registry or something. They search her up. I don't think they found a whole lot of details, right? So they decided to call up there to ask about her, and come to find out the girl was already released, and she was released that month. I hollered. Okay, they didn't release that. They just said she was released this month. They didn't give an exact date because she could have been released the day before. She could have been released a week before. And also she could be in a halfway house already. She probably don't even have like no number and no way to contact nobody right now. You know what I'm saying? She probably, because he's trying to get into contact with her, but she probably ain't even got his number. You know what I'm saying? Or even have a phone to get in contact with him. But anyway, I just thought it was so funny. Because the whole time I've been sitting up here feeling like you trying to play your roommate to the left and you trying not to rock on Alyssa like that, baby. The whole time you giving all this energy, boo, you getting played yourself. Okay, but I do think that what Tara will do is come out and entertain him for the purposes of getting a check for love during lockup. I do. I think she will entertain him for those purposes only, and that's it. Tara, Playgirl, be careful with this one. Max is basically a commercial to me. Child, so that means you don't watch nothing that be going on with him. Child, I would have cussed Gabby out. Ooh, who the guards beat up? Oh, the guards beat him up and that's how he got all that money? It was a settlement? Ooh, child. Ooh, chilly. I hate that, Chris. I hate that for you, boo. Mm. I hate that for him. I'm glad he got a settlement, but he need to be careful with that. Girl, he ain't over there trying to get more, like, you know what I'm saying? Get somebody to probably invest his money while he locked up so that when he come out, he got boo cool's ball. Is that possible? I guess so. Let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, so then let's get back to Tay and Angel. Girl, she was funny. She was funny on this day, I have to say. So Angel looked very uncomfortable with the cameras at first. Okay. I feel like the photo of Angel really didn't do justice for him, the one that the friend showed. I think he looked better when we saw him actually sitting there. I said, oh, Angel don't look as bad. He don't look bad. Okay. I was too sure about the photo. I was like, but when you saw him, he seems like he's a nice looking man. Okay. So she pulls out her phone to check them, right? Hollering. So she says, you mind if I check my phone? You don't mind? Oh, okay. So then BIT done pulled out 3 phones, and then they got the audacity for them to be flip phones. So she done pulled out one. Hey, you okay? Okay. Then pulled out another one. What's it? Girl, no ma'am, you are doing too much at this point on the day. You are doing too much. And she said, this don't bother you? You good? He was like, I mean, do what you gotta do. Now go handle your bed. I know you got kids and start handling your bed. I said, yes ma'am, you are doing too much. Then her phone started ringing. She picks up the phone, talks to the girl, because it's the same girl talking about the same stuff. And see, this is where it gives me stage, because every time she gets on the phone, it's like she says the same thing over and over, right? It's like, so you don't want to talk? So you don't want to talk about it? Oh yeah, so you ain't really trying to talk about it? Oh, so you just really not trying to hear me? BIT, you done called me 3,000 times, okay? And I was not hearing you then. Like, it's just the same thing that she said. Like, I hate it. It's giving acting. But anyway, so Ty gets a call from Boston and excuses herself from the date and says that she gonna knock her head off if she, like, basically she's saying, listen, I'm all for, like, you know, having a conversation and all that other great stuff, but if you come at me wrong, girl, I will be knocking your head off, and that's on P. Understand it, okay? It's gonna get knocked off on that day. So when she comes back in, she gonna tell this man the funeral home flooded. I said, if y'all don't get this the funeral, girl, out of everything you could have said, you came back in and said that the funeral home done flooded. Girl, that man said the only thing flooding is them lies coming out her mouth. I said, come on, Angel. Now, we like you, Angel. You better know what to say. That's the only thing that was flooding, was the lies that was coming out of her mouth, okay? So he said, I know she lying, but guess what? It's cool. I'm going to play along. We got it. I'm good. Okay, we're gonna do that. So all in all, Angel seems like he was a really nice guy for the most part. You know, they kind of tried to chat it up a little bit. When it was time to go, he walked her to the car. But I was shocked by the kiss that he gave her on her lips. I said, first of all, when do y'all kiss on the first date? Because I ain't kissing nobody on the first date, girl. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Why her lies always got to be detrimental? What you mean? What she be saying? What else? Because I ain't gonna lie, I missed episode 2. Or was I think I watched it, but I wasn't paying attention. What other lies she done said? Tell me. Now he probably got the cookies. Y'all think they probably already knew each other? I mean, they could have. The oodles and noodles caught on fire, not a funeral home flooded. Girl, I cannot. This tie is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only, because she can't be serious, girl. I can't. And then it's hard being in a funeral home arguing with people with the dead laying there. And I'm just like, girl, I got too much to live for to be up in this funeral home arguing with you, ma'am. I couldn't do it. I just be so. Then listen, I don't like. Girl, I'm just scary. And when I saw the episode and I saw like the wood, y'all know that wood panel, I can't explain it, but this how you know the location old as hell based on the wood that's inside. It remind me of my church when it was old before they built the new one, girl. Them the churches that you really don't want to be in at night by yourself, for real. I don't care what nobody say. I just didn't like, I said, oh no ma'am. I would be right here at night. I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. That's right. Over there disrupting the dead with that nonsense. Girl, they already been through a whole lot their entire life. Most of it anyway. Girl, they done left all that arguing behind, all that crying they done left behind. You know what I'm saying? And here you come in here with this foolishness, trying to wake them up. That's why I don't want to go nowhere near Tay Mortuary Play. I don't want to. I couldn't do it. Angel funny for that when he gonna play along so he can get some cuckoo. Ooh, not kissing. I don't know you like that. That's what I'm saying, Bridget. I don't know you like Scooby. I know what you're talking about. The wood panel giving me a 1980 sanctified church 1000%. 1000% sanctified. And I would not be in there. Not at all. Okay. I hate it. I'm cringing, girl. I hate it. I was like, well, this she just sitting there so comfortable. I said, girl, how you comfortable? But again, this is her job. Everybody ain't like me. Some people, they can look over it, ain't even a thing for them, okay? She over there looking at the lady. Someone said, oh, she look like an angel. I said, praise God, I can't see her. I'm so glad they blurred this, Lord, because I am terrified right now. So can y'all go ahead and move past this scene, please? It's a lot. But anyway, let's keep going. So Haley done went and bought a house, honey. She done went and bought a house in the boonies. And that was so funny to me because her mama said, this is in the boonies. This is pretty far. Where are you taking me? Are we going to the jail? Girl, first of all, why would you go buy this house so far away from your mama, though? So that makes me feel like if you far from your mama, you could potentially be far from your dad. Like you far out from your support is what it was giving me. Okay? And that's another thing about me, girl. I'm a city girl. And I'm sure I told y'all this before, girl, I'm a city girl. I need to be where the lights is. I need to be near the interstate. Okay? I don't want to live in no wooded area. I don't want to live in no area where it's going to take me 30 minutes to get to a Walmart. No, ma'am. Okay? I don't want to, no, ma'am. I need to be near the main roads. Okay? But if that's what you want to do in your trailer, dear, good luck and congratulations. All right. So she tells her mom about Dalton moving in as well. Her mama was not featured in. First, her mama was excited. Like, oh my God, this is so great. Girl, this is for you and your son. Oh my God. I'm so proud. Girl, she wasn't proud no more when she found out about Dalton. So Haley says that she didn't think about him being on the papers, but she knows he will contribute. You don't know that. You don't know that he's going to contribute. You don't know that. You want to know that. You want to believe that. You don't know that. What else? Haley, what else? Oh, her mama said, well, I'm just concerned about whether or not you're going to put him on the deed. And I'm like, do not put this man on your deed. The fact that how did she say it? She says, oh yeah, because her mama said you can lose your home. She said, how could I lose my home? It was the fact that she would say that to let me know that you probably have been considering and thinking about putting this man on the deed because you're feeling like you need to prove something to him and you want him to feel like he owns something or he has something too, or he's so much a part of this family. No, ma'am. So, excuse me, I'm like, number one, you don't need to do that. She's confused about how she could lose her home. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm sure this ain't his first time being locked up. If he gets locked up again and you done ran out your money that you done got, girl, you probably gonna have to put your house up as a bond or whatever. You're gonna have to put that house up to either get him out or whatever it is, girl. You probably could lose your home like that. Like your mama is seeing all of this play out in her head. Okay, not that she hopes it happens to you, but just wants you to be cautious of the possibilities that are out there, right? So, bro, that's a mess. What else? Dalton calls and she tells him about the house and he acting like he really happy and all this other great stuff. Her mom back there listening to the BS lies or whatever. He was like, oh, baby, I knew you said you were going to do it, but I didn't know that you went and did it. And I'm just like, I guess I knew. If that's what you want to do, girl. It's not smart. What else? Gabby and Chris's mom. So Gabby is about to overstep her boundaries to me. All right. So they're supposed to go and pick Chris up. But the mama calls and says that Chris told her to tell her to not come, like you don't need to come or whatever, because he ended up getting an email. And he says that he doesn't want her to come. And his mom says, well, I think it has something to do with the feds, which is why he's saying that. So Gabby is like, but wouldn't the prison know something about that? And the mama said they ain't gonna give you no info. Like they don't care who you are, what you are, they're not gonna give you no info, right? But Gabby trying to be big bad Miss Girl, thinking she gonna get the information out of somebody. She calls up there and she knows that he's still in prison, but she doesn't know if he's likely to get picked up by the feds if he gets out, because I think his mom says that she still owed the feds some time, right? I think that's what the mom said. And so Gabby at this point, once she calls up there and find out that, you know, the mama was right, we ain't gonna give you a whole lot of information, but just know currently, yes, he's still in prison. Gabby is confused by this, right? And she thinks the mom knows more than what she's saying. All right. And then she gets off the phone or whatever, goes into the bathroom, and she starts crying. All right. So I feel like that was the first time for me that I really saw that, oh wow, Gabby really likes this guy, I guess. She's over here being really emotional because she wants him to be home, right? So I said, okay then, girl, Miss Gabby, honey. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying real quick. I feel better about her baby daddy being on the D, or even Emily, right? Why does he get a brand new house fresh out of jail without having to prove himself first? Come on, talk about it. OMG, I can't believe she would even consider that. Father, help your children, please. He got to get out first. Remember, what he got to get out first. Remember, she paid $12K for a new lawyer. Oh, he got to get out first. Remember, she paid $12K. Oh, got you. Yes, she did. Like a fool. I know what you're talking about, the wigger. Oh no, yeah, we talked about that. Okay, cool. So that wraps that up for love during lockup.